Either we just have to face the fact that either David's found himself a corner we don't know about, or he's decided to hit the road.
There's no time to be funny.
I wasn't being funny. I asked Matthew to go down to the main road and see what he could find.
David's only 9 years old. He wouldn't run into the dark.
Well, it wasn't dark when he left. Besides, if I were in his spot, I might have done the same thing.
If anything happens to him... Carolyn, I love David.
He's a horror, and you know it.
I won't have you talking that way.
Well, anyone who'd tamper with the brakes on his own father's car and try to get him killed...
Carolyn, stop it.
Mother, you know it's true. Vicky found that little gun.
I told you to stop it. I don't care what Miss Winters says she found. I only care about David.
I'm sure he'll turn up.
If he doesn't, if anything happens to him, I'll never forgive Miss Winters. Never.
What are you supposed to be, a doorstop?
I've been waiting to talk to you.
Well, if you're a salesman, I don't want a thing.
I've been waiting for almost 2 hours.
Well, in that case, you'd better come in. I admire persistence. Do you know what that word means, David?
How did you know my name?
Well, you're a very famous fellow. The disappearing David Collins. The boy who vanished in the restaurant while his father was looking for him. Hey, tell me something, David. Where were you hiding?
In the phone booth.
Hey, a born spy, huh? Hey, tell me something else. Why did you try to sneak into my room?
I didn't.
Okay, whatever you say. Go on, make yourself comfortable. Sit down.
I was walking along your floor looking to see which one was yours. And then the door was open.
Oh, yes, the chambermaid was inside.
I just looked inside. I didn't steal anything. Are you going to call my family and tell them I'm here?
Do you want me to?
No.
Then I won't.
Promise?
Cross my heart. Hey, Dave, come on, sit down. I'll fix you a Burke Devlin special. That's a concoction you'll really like, huh? Then we can talk.
I'll bet there's a phone in there.
David, let me tell you something. I've broken lots of promises in my time to doctors, lawyers, firemen, even an Indian chief. But to a 9-year-old boy, never. By the way, if you want to wash up or anything, it's right through there.
I'm okay, thanks.
Any word yet?
No.
Carolyn said that Matthew was going down to the road to see if he could find him.
I just came back from his college. He hasn't returned yet.
Have you thought about calling the police? Well, don't you think it would be a good idea?
What story do you want me to tell them, Miss Winters? The same story you told me? That my nephew is responsible for his father's accident?
I'm only worried about David.
And you should be. If it weren't for you, David never would have left the house. I engaged you to care for David. not to drive him away.
I didn't.
Oh, come now, Miss Winters. Why do you think he's gone?
Because I found the valve in his dresser drawer, because I told him what I'd learned.
Because you accused him of a horrible crime. Because you told him he was guilty of trying to injure his own father.
But it's true.
The only truth I can see, Miss Winters, is because of your accusations, David is no longer here. Now, I'd like you to go, please. I want to be alone.
Don't you believe that I found that valve? Why do you think I'd lie about a thing like that?
I asked you to go, Miss Winters. Now, please.
Want some company? Oh, hi, Carolyn. Spoken from the bottom of the pit. There is nothing I like better than a nice, cheery greeting. Oh, hi, Carolyn. That's the way I feel. Oh, look, the little boy will come back. All will be forgiven, and life will go on. You can take my word for it. Don't count on it. Oh, you're in a mood. Looks like we're in for a storm. I wish I'd never found that valve. Well, if you're worried about David, don't. With this thunder, he'll come chasing home. We haven't had a real storm since you've been here, have we? No. Well, prepare yourself for an education. You think this place is spooky now? Wait till the power fails. Hollinwood by candlelight. With all the ghosts waiting to pounce. Carolyn, what did you want? You mean you wish I'd shut up and get out of here? It's just that I'm a little bit tired. Okay. Oh, Vicky, don't blame yourself for David. He was a problem long before any of us ever heard of you. All right. Well, look at it this way. If you hadn't found that valve, Bert Devlin would still be on the hook. My Uncle Roger and my mother would still be trying to get him put away for something he had nothing to do with. I know all that. Well, then what's eating you? It doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter, Vicky. It matters very much. I thought we were friends, you and I. Tell me, what's tearing you apart? Your mother.
To your mother. She and I were very close friends. Did you know that?
No.
Well, we were. Your father, your mother, and I. 3 pals together. That was a long time ago. Before they were married.
I thought you hated my father.
Try a drink.
My father hates you.
Go on, try it. See if you like it.
It's good.
Yeah, it's a couple of different fruit juices. I used to love it when I was a kid. Okay, David. Talk. Well, come on. You didn't come down here for anything but a talk, did you? Let's hear what you have to say.
Oh, it's not important. I think I'll go.
Oh, no. You came all the way down here and waited 2 hours out there. Not to tell me that it's not important.
It wasn't.
How'd you get here, anyway?
A hitchhike.
Hey, you're quite a guy. Hey, come on, Demi. Tell me what's on your mind, huh?
You're different.
What do you mean?
The way my father used to talk about you. I thought you'd be... I don't know.
Oh, you mean with horns and a tail and fire coming out of my mouth? Hey, now, let me tell you something, Dave. I used to have them, but I don't have them anymore. Yeah, the horns kept poking holes in my hat, and with the tail, I could never sit down.
And talking to people, he'd burn them.
Yeah, to a crisp, with all that fire coming out of my mouth.
I bet you couldn't even eat ice cream. It always melted.
No. And bread? Nothing but toast all day. Nothing but toast.
Come and see him, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only spectacular Bert Devlin, the human devil.
And his good friend David Collins, the boy who has nothing to say. And the price of admission is only... Hey, what are we going to charge him, Davy boy?
$100 million.
Wow, that sounds like a round sum. Hey, Dave, let me tell you something. You know, when I was a kid, that's what I wanted more than anything in the world. $100 million.
Did you ever get it?
Not yet. But I found something much more important. A good friend. You are going to be my friend, aren't you, David?
Mother, I don't understand you. So help me, I don't.
What are you talking about?
Vicky, don't you realize what you said to her?
I don't think I need a lecture from my own daughter.
Mother, I've just come from her room, and how could you even hint that you didn't believe her story?
If Miss Winters has any complaints to make, let her come to me with them.
Miss Winters, Mother, is sitting in her room wishing she'd never seen the inside of Collinwood.
Perhaps that's what I wish. Did you ever think of that?
But why? Because she discovered my precious cousin wasn't an angel? Oh, Mother, you know how David and his father get along. No one had to tell you that.
Listen to me, Carolyn. I know what the situation is with David and his father. I know there's very little liking between them.
Little liking? They hate each other, and you know it. David was deathly afraid that Uncle Roger was going to send him away.
I don't care how strongly he felt. David is only a child, and children don't deliberately try to injure or perhaps kill their own parents.
Don't they? Well, let me tell you something, Mother. If I had met my father when I was David's age, I might have been tempted to take the nearest rock.
Oh, Carolyn,
and
that's
heave it.
ridiculous.
Do you think I never dreamed of killing him? The man who walked out on you before I was even born. Left you alone in this house to sit for the rest of your life. Well, David didn't just dream. He did something about it. And you can't wish it away by telling Vicky she lied to you.
I never said that.
Mother, Vicky said she found the valve in David's dresser drawer, and you didn't believe her.
I have to be sure.
And the magazine with the full description.
What do you
of a
want to
break-
do, Carolyn? Destroy David?
I want you to face the truth.
What truth? The magazine was in Miss Winters' room. Don't forget that. And anyone reading it would know how to remove a brake valve.
Of course, but David gave it to her.
I only have her word for it. Just as I only have her word that she ever did find the valve. Why do you want to accuse David? Isn't it equally possible that Miss Winters could have removed the valve?
Do you really believe that?
No.
Mother, I know you're upset about David. But striking out at other people isn't going to bring him back.
But how could he have done it? How? Oh, no, I don't believe what I said about Miss Winters. It's just... Carolyn, what's happening to us? What's happening to all of us?
We'll survive, Mother. We have for almost 300 years. I don't think a few extra problems will make that much difference. Hello? This is Carolyn Stoddard. Oh, yes, Maggie. No, he hasn't. When? Hold on just a minute. It's Maggie Evans. She works in the Collinsport restaurant. David was there about 3/4 of an hour ago.
In town?
She wanted to know if he'd come home yet.
Well, let me speak to her. Miss Evans, this is David's aunt. Why didn't you call as soon as you'd seen the boy instead? Oh, I see. I see. All right. Thank you very much. She phoned Uncle Roger, but by the time he got there, David had already gone again.
Well, at least you know he reached town.
If I could just reach Uncle Roger, then maybe he could... Why don't they answer?
Wouldn't the office be closed by now?
Carolyn, take the car and drive into town. See if you can find him.
All right.
Phone me if you do. And drive carefully. Please, God, let him be all right. Just let him be all right.
come in.
I wanted to be sure that your windows were tightly shut. I think we're going to have a storm.
I can take care of that.
Don't bother. Carolyn's going to town.
Oh?
We had a call. David's there. She's going to try to find him.
But then he's all right.
As far as we know. I'm a foolish woman, Miss Winters, and I say many foolish things. I want to apologize for the way I talked to you.
I know how worried you must have been.
Worried? Yes, I was, and I still am. But I'm afraid I was trying to deny reality and trying to make you suffer for it.
I'm sure David will be all right.
I hope so. He belongs to this house, Miss Winters. And there's no peace here. Not for me, not for Carolyn, not for poor little David. And I'm not sure there ever can be peace.
As long as I can remember, he always hated me. But I never knew why.
Maybe you're wrong. My father was strict with me, but that didn't mean that he hated me.
Did your father ever say he was going to send you away?
Yes, once. When I used his best pipe for soap bubbles.
Did he do it?
No. He bought me a soap bubble pipe instead.
Mr. Devlin,
What is it, David?
I wish my father were like you.
David, tell me the truth. Why did you come up here?
Because I wanted to do something.
What?
What you said. I wanted to see what you looked like.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Well, what other reason would I have?
That's why I'm asking you.
But it's the truth. I mean, my father and mother used to fight all the time, and it was mainly about you.
Is that so?
So, they'd yell and they'd scream, and I'd hide. And I decided that I'd come and see what you'd look like sometime.
I see. Davy, you and I, we're very much alike. Did you know that?
Are we?
Yes, we both know what we want, and we go and get it. And we don't let anybody or anyone stand in our way.
I don't know what you mean.
I have a hunch that you do. Oh, Davy, come and look at this. Come on, come on. I want to show you something. Look at those clouds. Oh, boy. We're going to have a granddaddy of an electrical storm. Now, don't you think you ought to go home before it gets started?
Okay.
No objections anymore?
No, not if you'll go with me.
It's a deal. Now, you go on in and get washed up so your Aunt Elizabeth won't think I dragged you through a mud puddle.
I can wash when I get home.
Hey, you go in there and wash. Do like I say. Now, beat it.
Share the color and pageantry of Lucy Johnson's wedding day as ABC News brings you live color coverage starting Saturday morning at 11:30, 10:30 Central Time on ABC. Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production. Dark Shadows, number 30, VTR 17.